welcome to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Gumbo Talk Thursday, and we're here to open your mind. We are living the good life right here on WBOK 1230 AM. We are opening minds to living differently in the world with love, compassion, tolerance, and understanding for ourselves and hopefully everyone else. We do that right here weekdays at 11 a.m. You never have to miss a show. Why? Because we are live on Facebook. We're live on Instagram. We're everywhere you want to be. We're on YouTube. Make sure you go to tglradioshow.com to become a part of the movement. We are growing. We are touching the world, and we want to make sure that you do it with us. Why? Because I can use your help. You want to know how you could use your help? I need you to wear my t-shirt. Need you to wear my t-shirt. Need you to wear it everywhere I go. I think you should just buy like 7. And you can just rotate it into every day of the week. So you can get the t-shirts at tglradioshow.com. Lee, you need a t-shirt. But that's my bad. I'm going to give you a t-shirt. tglradioshow.com because it's where you need to be. Now, we are in the studio. I want to thank Els for being here. Follow her on everything_Els on Instagram. She is taking over the world. But you know who has already taken over the world? Those purple Knights. They have already taken over the world. They are everywhere that you want to be. Y'all know, and you know what? Unfortunately, sometimes, we have the schools in New Orleans that be like hating. But guess what? When it comes down to New Orleans, we all love each other. So we may, on the field have our little things to say, but when it comes down to it, we all love each other and we all love that purple. And they know who follow me that I drank the Kool-Aid. I did. My son started in 7th grade. He was actually in your last class of 7th grade, so we were blessed to get in. That's right. And if y'all don't know the voice that you are hearing Dr. St. Charles. He is the head of St. Augustine High School. I just want to thank you for everything that you do. If y'all haven't seen St. Aug lately, or your children are in like that 5th, 6th, 7th grade, they're trying to figure out where they're going, you need to lock in your eyes on St. Aug. So I want to thank you, Dr. St. Charles, for being in the studio with us today. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Well, thank you. Good morning to you.
Yes.
We definitely appreciate the warm welcome and the opportunity for us to come on the air and to be with you, and especially since you're a parent of a student,
yes,
because parents of students are really important. And every chance I get, I like to tell the parents, thank you for choosing us. Thank you for sending your sons and trusting us with their education, because it is important to us. I mean, this is parents have choices, students have choices, and we believe that what we offer at St. Augustine High School is among the best in the city, if not the nation. And we need to prove every day what we are committed to doing, and we have to prove to the young men that this is their school, and we want them to you talked about drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yes.
And the alumni. The alumni are very passionate. I'm an alum, graduated in 1981. They're very passionate. 2600. They have memories. But we try to tell the kids that are at the school now, this is your school. Right. Make it what you want it to be. You want it to be the best, make it the best. If you whatever you want, tell us, and we'll try to make it possible. So that's really what we're all about, is to provide the type of environment where the kids know that they are special, where they know that they can grow, where they know that they can be the best that they can be. So when they leave us, which we know will happen one day, they can compete against anyone. They are prepared and they believe it. They don't have to figure it out later. When they leave us, we want them to know that you can compete and that you are ready to compete.
And I'm going to follow up on what you said right after you say this, because I want you to talk about this first, because St. Augustine has their open house coming up. And so give us the information on that, because there are parents listening who are like, I don't know. If you don't know, if your children don't know, and even if, I'm going to be honest, even if you do know and you think you know, you should really take this time out and go visit.
That's correct.
Please do that. Go ahead.
You need to, next week, week from yesterday, Wednesday, October 25th is our open house. We will starts at 5 p.m., it ends at 8 p.m. You can come for 3 sessions. We have one at 5, one at 6, and one at 7. We realize parents get off at different times of the evening. Whenever you come, 5, 6, or 7, just be prepared for a outstanding tour of the school. You will have an opportunity to see teachers. You will see students in action. You, of course, will see a lot of our activities and extracurricular activities. You will get a chance to go into the classrooms and just visit and really feel like you are part of the St. Aug experience. Right. Because what we really want to show to students and parents, you're right. I mean, a lot of people hear about what St. Aug is, what St. Aug was. We want you to come see what it is now, because we have a lot of dedicated parents, students, faculty, staff, administrators, priests. Everybody there is really committed and just cannot wait to show off what we think we can offer.
And here's the deal. Y'all can think you're like, oh, St. Aug, y'all play. St. Aug is next level. This year, when they sent home the information, well, they had the parents meeting at the beginning, and they said, this year, your students will be getting their iPads, and you have to sign this and that. I was like, what? I was like, all right. Aiden was like, oh, I'm getting my iPad. They were so excited to have their iPads. Right. And, he charges it and he does everything he's supposed to do. But the technology-wise, St. Aug is equivalent to every school out there. And so I want everyone to understand that, because sometimes we think about the high school that we knew when we were in high school, but you need to understand where they are today. Every child has a high school whiteboard. Y'all got everything over there. Tell us about that.
Yeah, this is the year we received a grant to purchase new computers, laptop computers for all of our teachers, so they're all using new technology. And then we also this was the year where we replaced all of the student iPads. So now, as you said, the students are more responsible for their iPads.
He makes sure it's charged.
It's charged. They have their courses on there. They take exams. They do research. We want them to have the tools that they need, and we didn't want to selectively say, if you have one, bring it. If you don't have one, you can't have one. No, we made the commitment, and we made the commitment that all students would have the latest and greatest technology. Yes. And every room has the smart boards. We have the Apple TV connected to them so they can do their projects, and we want them to be exposed to that type of rigor and that type of environment.
And not only the rigor and the environment, you are branching them out to the world, because Aiden is taking Mandarin right now.
Right.
So I know we were talking about that because there are opportunities for them to take it to the next level with that. But give us a little bit about that, because most people are like, St. Aug has Mandarin? Yes, y'all. It's not just Spanish and French. They have Mandarin too.
That's right. And the Mandarin we actually participated with a program with Xavier University. They have a Confucius Institute where they have a partnership with China and teachers in China. So we applied for that partnership, and we were accepted into the program. So during the summer, I flew to China. I was in China for 2 weeks. I didn't take you.
That's okay.
It was a long trip. But we went with the express purpose of making sure that St. Aug and St. Augustine students would be really at the groundbreaking level in terms of this program. So we have a teacher who is from China.
Yes.
She's a educator by trade. She taught English to Chinese students, so now she came here to teach Mandarin to United States American students. And all 8th graders are taking the class. So we have 4 8th grade classes. They all are in Mandarin. They are enjoying it.
Yes.
But it's more than just learning the language. It's really learning the culture and learning about differences and similarities that we have with people from other countries.
Yes.
So when these kids graduate and we remind them, they will be so far ahead of their peers because they will have already taken what many people are predicting will be one of the most
the next language.
Right.
It is. We just kind of right. Exactly.
That's right. And when I was in China, I had little children coming up to me. They all could speak English.
Wow.
And so in China, in a lot of the large countries similar to China, they know that they have to be multilingual, bilingual to be successful. And so we want our kids to be, our students to have the same advantages and to understand. So, the classroom, if you haven't seen it, but if you come for the open house, you'll see it because it's decorated with a lot of the traditional Chinese flags and kites and languages, everything. So it gives you the feeling that you're
there.
You're there, right. And again, we made the commitment. We made the commitment to bring what we think is the best for our kids. And it's just an example of the academic and the focus that we want to have on academics and on having programs that are beneficial for the students.
Absolutely.
And so if you come to open house, you
when
will
is it
see
again?
Wednesday, October 25th. Right.
Next Wednesday, y'all.
Next Wednesday, 5 p.m. It'll be a great opportunity to see the school, to see the activities, to talk to the teachers, talk to the students and the parents. Parents are our biggest supporters and we think that the parent, because we want parents who are involved and who are active with the day-to-day life of the school.
So it is next Wednesday, October 25th, and starting at 5, but they will have 3 sessions, correct?
That's correct. starting at 5. There's a session at 5, at 6, at 7. The way it will work is the people who come for the 5 o'clock session will be all start off in the same area in the library, and then after we do some welcomes and overviews.
And your library is huge.
The library is huge.
It is. I'm sorry. I was like, when I saw it, I was like, it's big up in here.
It is. And we're actually setting it up to be more theater style. But then we will have students who actually lead small groups of prospective students and parents around the school. So they will visit the band room, they will visit the classrooms, they'll visit the science labs, and they'll have a chance to meet with teachers in a forum where all of the teachers from that academic discipline are there. So you see all of the science teachers together, and we have robotics experiments that will be taking place. We had a grant to bring robotics to the school, so you'll see a lot when you're there. Our counselors will be there. We have 2 awesome college counselors who will help parents understand the process of ACT preparation and
because you have to sign up. Each class has to take the ACT from
correct.
8th grade on up.
That's correct. And we taking the ACT is more than just knowing the material, is knowing how to take
a test. Yes.
Right. And you have to be comfortable taking that test. And it's criminal if we allow our students, especially our young African American males, the first time they see that test is when they're juniors and seniors. That is not the way that test is designed.
Right.
A lot of the schools who have most of the kids who do really well, they start taking that test 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, and they have the resources to prepare for the test, to learn the strategies, to learn the secrets, because that's what it's all about.
Right.
And we would be failing in our mission if we didn't expose our kids to that and encourage them to be diligent in their efforts to do well on that test. And we do. And that's a big, if you walk around the campus, which you can do on Wednesday, October 25th.
Wednesday.
You will see and get to talk to people who can explain it much better than I can, but who are passionate about it.
So the sessions are 5, 6, and 7. So don't just think if you miss the 5 that you can't go. Go anytime.
That's correct.
And I will speak of anytime really quickly because literally, you might not know this story. Literally, we went anytime. We were at another school and it just wasn't working out. That's at a social age. At 7th, 8th grade, social. And my son needed a different environment. And so we reached out to St. Augustine. They wrapped their arms around us when I walked in and I met all of the men who were role models everywhere that I went. And I was like, my son can walk into an environment and see that he can be anything that he wants to. And I have to be very honest. He might hate me right now. But the confidence level going in wasn't where, it usually was. Right. His confidence level now is next level. He comes home, he checks his GPA on his own to make sure he's not dropping his grades. His homework is on time, and your teachers, this is coming from a parent. I get an email from every teacher every week letting me know what's going on. I have access to the computer system. I can always go in there and see what his homework is, if he missed something, if he didn't. His coaches, everybody knows me when I drop him off in the morning. They all wave and they talk to me. Everybody knows your name. It is really a community. I have bought into it. I have my own little St. Aug gear now. I'm at the games. But I want to say thank you for what you do for our children. Because after I took my tour and walked in, and even the Spanish teacher, he has taken Spanish, just start speaking to him in Spanish. And like, you know what? We'll even, create a program for you so that you don't have to start here if you are, advanced in this situation. So you work with the student where they are.
Right.
So I want to just thank you for everything that you do. And if you think that you've decided on a school, you should still go. If you don't know, you should go. Take your children. It is a brotherhood that you can't explain. The confidence I have seen grow in my child, I'm just very grateful. So thank you, St. Augustine and Dr. St. Charles, for everything that you do.
Well, thank you.
We appreciate it. And again, how can they have the same experience that I had with Aiden?
Come to the open house. Come learn more about it. Wednesday, October 25th. It's our chance to shine. It's your chance to learn more about what we do.
Absolutely. Y'all, the technology is there. The languages are there. Science, art, culture, everything is there. And I know Lee's going to be mad. I'm going to take an extra minute. Speaking of this, I actually interviewed some graduates last year who have I forget the name specifically, but who have a pineapple lemonade.
Yes.
I know it's at We Dat Food, and I know it's at Little Dizzy's, and it is growing in New Orleans. So if you have a restaurant, it's a pineapple lemonade. You need to reach out to the students, because these are two St. Augustine students. They're in their 20s.
That's
yeah,
right.
young 20s who are taking it to the next level. And I'm just saying, and they started and got inspired because they were in the business club, the business entrepreneur club at St. Aug. So y'all, I'm just letting you know.
And you
St. Aug is where it's at.
You will see the business club when you come out too, because our business are running. We started a concession business at the school to give those kids a chance to learn how to run a business. So that's one of the things you will see as well at the open house.
And let me be clear, Aiden's about to join the business club.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all that you do, literally from my heart. Thank you so much. It is a good life, y'all. We had Dr. St. Charles, who is the head of St. Augustine. They are reaching new levels, and you want your children to be involved. So make sure you reach out next Wednesday, October 25th. They have 3 sessions, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 7 o'clock. And even if you miss it, reach out to the school, call them, let them know that you're interested. They will work out something for you.
We have Night for a Day, which is a program where you can come anytime during the week, and we will squeeze it in so you can have a really experience with the school.
And that's exactly what we had. He was a night for a day, and I was stuck. So thank you so much. It is a good life, y'all, and we're out. Thank you. Thank you so much, Instagram, for all you do. We appreciate you. Oh, you see, I see you, Dr. Corprew. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm out, y'all.